Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. Last episode, we sat down and had a little bit of a conversation with each of our companions, see if they had anything to say, which, well, they had a few things to say and do. Got some information, learned a bit about them, and stuff like that. Also, off-screen, I decided to take a look online to find information on just how we can use all of these essences, and oh boy, there's a lot of information on that. Turns out, you can use basically each one of these on just about every single piece of equipment you have. Weapons, shields, armor, helmets, amulets, belts, boots, gloves, specifically gloves, capes. Not rings, though, strangely. At least I don't think so. Maybe rings? I don't know. But the important information that I did learn was, A, caster level is important because you can only use them in such a way. Specifically, the way it works is you cast a certain spell and you will get a certain ability on something. But the amount of essences you use determines the strength of it. You can use 1, 2, 3, or 4 brilliance and 1, 2, or 3 pristines. The more you use, the stronger you have to be. It kind of starts at caster level 15 and ends at caster level 30. Currently, our best caster is Sophia, who is caster level 21, I believe. So we can only use 4 brilliance right now. Later on, we'll be able to use a pristine. There is also a way to do it using molding spirits for spirit essences to give some bonuses. And as for what those bonuses are, oh geez, there are so many I cannot decide right now. So I'm probably going to be one of those horrible people that gathers everything and never uses any of it. Either way, I'll probably do it eventually. Maybe later on, but for now, we're going to stick with what we have. For now, let's speak with Vasil here and see if we can move on to find the Woodman. The witches say you need a boat. A faster way you won't find to the Ashenwood unless you know witch magic. An honor it would be for you to take my boat as a gift, Great Bear King. I could swim across the river, but carrying you with me would be difficult. And Ashenwood is far to the north. It'll carry you to the forest, a 3 days' journey if the winds are kind. You don't have the look of a sailor about you, though. I learned how to use small boats where I grew up. May the winds be at your back, then. The command word to activate the boat is Wendersnaven. Seriously? Okay. The witch boat awaits your command. Wendersnaven. The boat springs to life. It seems eager to set sail. Take me to Ashenwood. Onwards we go. Oh boy, that doesn't look good. There's a fight going on here.
To the death.
Light spawn treant and shambling mounds. Well, again, you didn't necessarily need to bring that berserker back, but thanks. Okay, we got them.
2 more lost. We cannot afford this, not now. Delenka said they wouldn't think to attack from this side. Where is she?
What happened here?
Forgive my rudeness. I have been greatly troubled lately. I am Nadaj. Welcome to the Lake of Tears Garrison. You see it in its final days.
What do you mean?
Is it not obvious? We are no longer welcome here. The Ashenwood has decided it.
That's a strange thing to say.
These attacks are only part of the problem. A few days ago, after the first attacks, we sent berserkers into the forest with offerings to appease the spirits. When they did not return, we sent more. We were stretched thin before that. Now we are making our last stand.
I could look for them. I am seeking the woodman, and I need to go into the forest anyway.
You misunderstand. My berserkers are not missing. They are gone. Claimed by the forest, just as this garrison is soon to be. And yet, if you are here to contact the woodman, perhaps we are not at cross purposes.
If I can help the both of us, all the better.
You will need to speak to Delenka first. As a Hathran, a witch, she is the only one who can grant you access to the Ashenwood.
Aren't you a Hathran too?
I am an Ethran. An acolyte, you might say, to the Hathrans. The lowest of their order. The witch's pecking order is based on age rather than talent.
Of course.
In time, I will be equal to the other Hathrans. For now, I must be patient.
Where can I find this Delenka?
Since she is not out here with the rest of us, she will be in her dwelling, in the northwest part of the garrison.
Is there anything else I should know?
Most Rashemi are not welcoming of strangers, if you hadn't noticed. Delenka is no different. If she does not react favorably to your request, we may need to discuss other options.
You don't sound like you trust this Delenka very much.
That is not the impression I intended. She does what she thinks is best.
Where can I find... I will seek out Delenka then. Okay. Oh, it looks like that berserker passed. I mean, it says there's something there that I can pick up, but I can't. Kind of annoying. At least one berserker survived. Again, you didn't need to spend that spell, but you did anyway. Well, there's a bunch of people there, but let's go speak this way.
The forest has gone mad, and I can find no explanation. I ask the spirits, I pray to the gods. I search within my heart. Nothing. To think. All I had to do was wait, and the solution would walk right in through the front door, drawn here for reasons hollow as its soul.
Nadaj said I should talk to you. I need to speak to the woodman.
I know why you have come, stranger, and the answer is no. I will not abet this fool's errand of yours. I will not be the one who allowed you to complete the destruction your kind has wrought here.
I seek no destruction here, only a cure.
I know what you are, stranger. In the face of that, who you are matters little. I do not have the manpower to keep you out of the forest, but you shall receive no guidance. May you meet your fate in the forest as swiftly as my berserkers met theirs. Good day.
Well, that was quick. I bid you farewell, yet here you remain, expectant of help I am not bound to give. We can help each other. I could hold off attacks on this outpost. You could you? Well, I hope you have a lot of time on your hands, stranger, because these attacks won't stop until the garrison has fallen. This outpost has outlasted civilizations. Outlasting you will be no obstacle. What is it you have against me? The Telthors are the life's blood of this place. They are devoted to the land in both life and afterlife. To deny them their charge after untold ages of dedication is an immeasurable cruelty. No matter what your intentions, you cannot deny that you would tear them from it if it meant prolonging your own accursed life. If I pacify the forest, then will you help me find the woodman? Pacify? Your kind does not come here to pacify, stranger. They come here to feast. They come here and sap dry the soul of this place, and it leaves a scar that does not heal. Understand this too, stranger. The Ashenwood has been at peace with this garrison for 13 years. Only 13. Do you think it a coincidence that you arrive at the peak of its hostility? No, stranger, there is only one way the forest will be pacified. And should that occur, you would no longer be troubled with finding the woodman, nor any burden, I should think. What did you mean that this was a fool's errand? things, stranger, that you had to ask is part of the explanation. Regardless, you will not find what you seek here. The Woodman's presence in this forest has been waning for long years. Not even the Telthors have felt his presence of late. If he were to show himself, it would not be for one of your kind. Farewell, then. Oh, is there anything in this bookcase, maybe? A bunch of scrolls, sure. Throw them all to the wizard.
Yes.
And all of them can be used by the
Yes.
wizard. Who, now that I
Yes.
think about it, you can wear your robes now, Sophia.
Your command?
They'll help out more. Were you able to get what you came for? More or less. I got access to the Ashenwood, but I'm on my own finding the Woodman. Delanka refused to help, I suppose. This does not surprise me. Do not worry, though. I will tell you all that I know. Thanks. I need all the help I can get. The Woodman is the soul of the forest, you might say. If anyone were able to put an end to the attacks on the Garrison, it would be him. I myself went into the forest to speak with him only a few days ago. He was not there. No Telthor has seen him lately, it seems. How could he just be gone if he's so closely tied to the forest? I do not think he is missing. It may only be that he is too weak to show himself. The Telthor spoke of problems deep in the wood, new problems that threaten its survival. The Woodman's strength is not what it once was, and if the forest is weakened, so too is he. If I take care of these problems, he can appear again? I believe that is the case, yes. The problems are all new since the last time the Woodman was seen. The Telthors mentioned a number of large threats to the forest. Blight has infected an entire section of it, and it appears to be spreading. The monsters I fought when I arrived were blighted, I remember. Yes, obviously that is not just by chance. There is also word of a large fire far to the south. It is not known how this was started. We have had no lightning storms here for some time. You haven't by any chance seen an impulsive red-headed mage with anger management problems lately, have you? No, nothing like that. Why do you ask? No reason. The last problem is that a Telthor sanctuary to the east has been overrun by intruders that refuse to leave. The sanctuary has been a haven for Telthors for many ages. To lose it to invaders would be devastating to the health of the forest. That everything? I suppose if you find yourself in need of additional guidance, you might travel to the Immel Vale and visit the Red Tree there. It is not far by boat. It lies in the mountains just east of the Ashenwood. The tree is home, you might say, to two of my Wicklaran sisters, Imsha and Tamlith. They died long ago, but they persist there as Telthors. Their wisdom is unsurpassed in my order. Once you have solved these problems, return here, and we will discuss the means by which the Woodman may be summoned. Alright, I have questions, though. I am listening. Why won't Delanka help me? She is cold, you might say, with travelers from foreign lands. It is the Rashemi way. But you're not. I think the sentiment increases with age, and Delanka is older than most. You are kind for saying so. My companions bring out the best in me. Bringing out the best in you? I always thought it was a matter of bludgeoning out the worst, but the sentiment is appreciated nonetheless. What is the history behind this garrison? Many battles have been fought along the shores of Lake Ashan. It has been a fertile battleground for more than 1,000 years. Sometimes Rashomon is not even involved in the conflict, but always we suffer when foreigners march here. So many times have these shores been lined with the dead that the lake is also known as the Lake of Tears. Around a decade ago, another army, the Toygan Horde, came here with eyes for our land, encouraged by the wizards of Thay. We were nearly defeated. What? Don't give me that look. She said a decade ago. I wasn't old enough to leave the academy, let alone start a war. The garrison was built shortly after, mostly to give us early warning of attacks from this direction. I was only a girl at the time. Is there somewhere nearby where I can stock up on supplies? There is. Odessia handles our provisions shipments. He is stationed on the western side of the outpost. Tell me more about the attacks here. It has only been a few days since the first. For a small group of creatures to attack a nearby settlement is common around these woods, so we thought little of it. When we were attacked twice more, we became concerned. I entered the forest, but was not permitted to travel far for safety. By chance, was it Delenka's request that you not travel far? It was, but I did not disagree. Even before the attacks, this outpost was in no position to lose one of its witches. What did you find? I found little. The Telthors did not know the source, so we decided to send our berserkers deeper into the forest. I have already told you the rest. Was there anything strange about the attacks? Yes. They were very small at first, but after we sent our berserkers into the wood, they were bigger and more frequent. It was as if the forest had waited until our forces were divided. Alright, farewell, but thank you for the information. Gorian, Kozlov, we'll speak with them. I have nothing to say to you. Tread lightly, Outlander. Alright. Soresto and Odessia. And Volomer. I cannot keep watch with you blocking my view. Alright, let's speak with Odessia here. Nadaj has instructed me to trade with you if you need it. Alright, is there anything you have that we could use? Belt of Hill Giant strength? I think it's less than Frost Giant. Frost is 4, Hill Giant is 3. Yeah, it's less. Blight Guard. Created in days long past, when the Woodman was stronger, this shield was infused with the strength of the Ashenwood. Plus 4 AC bonus, plus 8 bonus against plants, and a strength bonus. Compare that to this, which has acid protection and disintegrate. The strength bonus is actually very nice. I approve of the strength bonus. Currently we're at 24, more would be good. Forest Walkers... Snow Tiger Helm? Plus 2 AC bonus, con bonus, and immunity to fear. Ah, nice. Weapons. Actually, you might need... I mean, you have plenty of weapons. You're fine for now, I think. Arrows, I mean. The Gnomish Slayer? Legends tell of a great gnome artificer whose masterpieces led his clan to numerous victories against a neighboring tribe of hill giants. In a stroke of seemingly divine brilliance, the hill giants somehow managed to abduct the artificer. Delighted at their success, the giants forced him to create a gnomish slayer. The gnome pondered his situation carefully before providing the giants with exactly what they asked for. And true to its name, this scimitar subsequently killed many giants while wielded by gnomish heroes. Okay, the Gnomish Slayer, a damage bonus against giants. Sure, I'll take that. Potions of heal, rings, none of note. And trap kits, healer's kits, nothing of note. Okay, interesting stuff. So, I am going to actually use Suppress right now. Because it's the middle of the day. Seems like the best time to do it. Aside from that, to the world map, which boat to Mulsantir, or to Ashenwood. I am actually curious about going to this tree that they suggested. The red tree they said it was? Something like that. Before we go into the Ashenwood itself. And... do I want to end this episode here? We take the world map transition. Yes, current area Ashenwood. We can go to Imil Vale. Imil Vale is an oasis in the high country, a secluded valley situated along the northern face of the Running Rocks that continually defies the harsh winter that surrounds it on all sides. Some regard it as a spiritual nexus and journey tremendous distances to see it. This journey is sufficiently brief as to have little impact on your health. We also have the Sunken City, which is very far. Mulsantir City Gate, Mulsantir, and the Wells of LaRue. You know what? I take it back. We'll travel there later. I think instead I should head into the forest itself. That may be better. Volimer. If you want something, take it up with the Hathrams. Alright, noted. Already spoken there, plenty. And that leads to the Ashenwood. An offering pile. There is a pile of burned items here, spilling out of the singed remains of a leather pouch. It reminds you of similar piles you saw in Oku's barrow. Someone around here may know more of it. That's interesting. Let's see if there's any information. Nadaj, maybe you have some information. I have questions. Someone burned some kind of bag in a circle of stones not far from here. Do you know anything about that? Yes, a group of hunters passed through here not long after the first attacks on the outpost. It is customary for hunters to burn offerings to the spirits of the forest. It is said that gaining their favor is critical to a successful hunt. I warned them of the danger, but they wished to continue, and they understood well how to respect the spirits that dwell here. In truth, I had hoped they would be able to find out why we had been attacked, but they never emerged from the wood. We thought they might have exited by a different path. Okay, noted. Definitely noted. Hopefully we'll find them and learn more about them. Okay, we have some troubles to deal with, and we'll see if we can find more information on the hunters. And you know what? Even though this episode is going to be short, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I think this is a good place. Better than just starting the Ashenwood and stopping right at the beginning, because that's what I think is going to happen. So, next episode, we'll head into the Ashenwood and see what we can do to help with the various things going on there. That'll be in the next episode. So, until then, I'm Chester44. That is Travis Ignam, Sophia, Gan, Kaji, and Oku. This has been a Let's Play of A Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. And I shall see you all next time.